Liu Yuning is not an artist people follow because he is perfect. They follow him because he never pretended to be. From the very first moment people truly noticed Liu Yuning, what stood out was not glamour, not polish, and not the kind of carefully designed mystery that often surrounds public figures. What stood out was something far simpler and far rarer: honesty. The kind of honesty that does not try to impress, but quietly invites people to stay. In a world where artists are trained to appear strong at all times, Liu Yuning chose a different approach. He spoke openly, sometimes clumsily, sometimes with visible exhaustion, sometimes with uncertainty in his voice. And instead of hiding those moments, he allowed them to exist in plain sight. That choice changed everything. During live streams, Liu Yuning never acted as if he were delivering a performance. He spoke the way someone speaks at the end of a long day, thoughtful, unfiltered, and human. He talked about pressure. He talked about doubt. He admitted that there were moments when he questioned whether he was doing enough or whether the path he was on was truly the right one, and he did not dramatize those admissions. He did not frame himself as a victim, nor did he seek sympathy. He simply stated how he felt, calmly, honestly, without asking for anything in return. People could feel that sincerity immediately. For many viewers, it was the first time they felt like they were not watching an idol, but listening to a person. Someone who understood what it meant to keep going without certainty. Someone who knew the weight of expectations and the quiet fear of falling short. That sense of recognition became the foundation of his relationship with fans. Liu Yuning never stood above his audience. He never positioned himself as someone untouchable or superior. There was no invisible pedestal, no emotional distance that demanded admiration from afar. Instead, there was a sense of standing on the same ground, facing similar struggles, just expressed through different lives. This is why his fans did not gather out of obsession. They gathered out of understanding. From the beginning, Liu Yuning was clear about one thing: support should never become a burden. He never asked his fans to sacrifice their own lives for him. He never encouraged blind defense, endless arguments, or emotional exhaustion in his name. In fact, he often did the opposite. He reminded people to focus on their own well-being, to prioritize their own responsibilities, families, and dreams. He made it clear that being a fan should never come at the cost of personal happiness. In an industry where emotional attachment is often monetized and intensified, this attitude was unusual. And precisely because it was unusual, it stood out. Liu Yuning did not treat fans as tools to maintain popularity. He did not measure their value by how loudly they spoke or how fiercely they defended him. He respected boundaries, his own and theirs, and that respect created a rare sense of safety. People felt free. They felt free to support him without guilt, free to step back when life became overwhelming, free to return without explanation. And because they were free to leave, many chose to stay. This freedom transformed the relationship from obligation into choice, from pressure into connection. Fans were not bound by expectation, but by genuine affection. Another reason this bond felt different was that it was never one-directional. Liu Yuning never pretended that he was unaffected by the presence of his fans. He openly acknowledged that their support had helped him through difficult moments, that knowing someone believed in him, even quietly, had given him strength when things felt uncertain. He did not exaggerate this. He did not romanticize dependency. He simply acknowledged reality. That honesty made the connection feel balanced. Fans were not idealized saviors, and he was not an untouchable figure. They were people supporting someone who was trying his best and who recognized that support with gratitude, not entitlement. This mutual recognition created trust, and trust does not need constant reassurance. As time passed, Liu Yuning continued to grow, not just professionally, but internally. He became more composed, more grounded, more aware of who he was and what kind of artist he wanted to be. Yet, he never replaced sincerity with distance. Even as his visibility increased, his way of communicating remained the same: calm, direct, thoughtful. He did not suddenly adopt a persona that felt foreign to those who had followed him from the beginning. That consistency mattered. In an environment where reinvention is often necessary to survive, Liu Yuning chose refinement over transformation. He did not become someone else to stay relevant. He became more himself. This is why his growth never felt threatening to his fans. They did not fear that success would erase the person they connected with. Instead, they saw someone learning to carry responsibility without losing warmth. His fans reflected that same energy. They were rarely the loudest in any space, rarely the most aggressive, rarely interested in winning debates or dominating conversations. Their presence was steady rather than explosive. They did not chase validation from others. They did not need to prove their loyalty publicly. They supported quietly, consistently, and with patience. Because they were not following an image, they were following a person. People often say that fans resemble the artists they support. In Liu Yuning's case, that resemblance was striking. Both valued effort over spectacle. Both understood the importance of pacing. Both believed that meaningful progress takes time. And both were willing to walk slowly if it meant walking honestly. As the years passed, Liu Yuning no longer carried the urgency of someone trying to be seen. He no longer felt the need to respond to every doubt or justify every step. That urgency was replaced by clarity. He knew what he could do. He knew what he still needed to learn. And he accepted that not everyone would stay. That acceptance gave him peace. And that peace, in turn, gave his audience reassurance. Because stability is comforting, especially in a space where change is constant. Entering 2026, Liu Yuning does not stand before his audience with dramatic promises. He does not announce future triumphs or define success in grand terms. He simply continues at the pace that has always defined him. And the people who walk with him continue as well. Not out of habit, not out of obligation, but because this connection does not demand more than it gives. It allows space. Space to grow separately, space to pause, space to return. There is an unspoken understanding between Liu Yuning and his fans. Each person has their own life to live, their own challenges to face, their own responsibilities beyond admiration. But when they look back, they can still recognize each other. That recognition is quiet, but it is powerful. Because the strongest bonds are not built through intensity alone. They are built through respect, patience, and time. Liu Yuning never asked people to stay forever. He simply gave them a reason to want to. And perhaps that is why his journey feels different. Not louder, not faster, but deeper. As long as he continues to choose honesty over performance, sincerity over image, and respect over control, there will always be people willing to walk beside him. Not because they are asked to, but because they choose to. And that choice, repeated over time, is what turns admiration into something lasting, something real, something that endures beyond trends, beyond moments, and beyond noise. That is why people stay with Liu Yuning.